Hey guys, what's up? 76 Hot Rod F250 here. Today I'm going to work on the 1990 Craftsman 2 with the 14 horse Vanguard. I got to change out the steering gear. It's stripped out to where it'll only turn left. It's actually not that hard of a job. It just takes a little time to do it. Everything's got to come off the dash, the hood, all that jazz. So stick around and watch something. So here is the tractor in question, the 1990 model Craftsman 2 from Sears, the 14 horse Vanguard. This tractor is in really nice shape. It just doesn't steer very well. So you want to begin by popping off this little cap. And usually they just come off real easy if you just pry on it a little. Sometimes you might have to get a screwdriver in from the back side and pull on these little tabs. It's 3/4. Voila. Slide that out of the way. Bam. Like butter. Now, these have a flat-headed or rounded off type of bolt with a square shoulder, so you only have to put a wrench on one side. It's 9/16. Take these two out. This one has a little wire clip on it. Oh, looky there. It's stripped out. So it's rotating the whole thing. I hate that. I hate that very, very much. Yeah, it's old tractors. What can you say? Might have to get a pair of pliers on that one. Unfortunately, it's still spinning this thing, and it's wrapping the wires up around it, so it's actually bad. That's actually a very bad thing indeed. Curse you, Craftsman. And making stupid stuff like this. Love your tractors, but you had some brilliant engineers back then. Being sarcastic. Okay. Repeat the same on the other side. Now the next thing you gotta do is pull that little screw right there out, both sides. These screws actually have a little retainer so it stays actually on the hood. I like that. Now make sure it's imperative you unhook the headlight wire before you remove the hood. With nothing else holding it, just grab the sides, flip it forward, and it should, it's a little cumbersome, lift it straight up and off the tractor. Now I can actually get a better look at this thing. Wow, that thing is grungy, grungy, grungy. Well, while I have the hood off, I'm going to clean this whole thing up, but man, that's pretty right there. Vanguard. Sweet. Well, with a bit of finagling, you can actually get the dash off the tractor with the throttle and choke still intact onto the dash itself. You will have to lift the deck lift arm all the way up, and you'll have to kind of finagle it around the steering shaft, but it will come off. Just remember, when you pull the headlight wires off, remember which one goes which. This double one went on the bottom, and this single wire one went on the top, but yours will probably be different from this one. Now that I have the battery box off, I can finally see the real damage extent of this. I don't know how well you can tell or not, but right here is looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 of the teeth are chewed off, and then back here there's another one that's chewed off. So from about here forward they're all fine, and from where the steering gear sits now back, it's pretty much all stripped off. There's quite a bit of play in this. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it wobbles back and forth quite a bit. The bushings are gone out of it, so it needs complete replacement. Unfortunately, there's going to be a little bit more work for me to do than I'd hoped. This plate right here has to come straight out, and in order for me to remove it, I have to remove this deck height control knob, take this bolt out here, one on the other side. These two screws, these Phillips screws, these are usually always hard to get out because they're so rusty, and then being Phillips, they strip off, and then you're pretty much screwed. Right, I managed to get the lower dash off. See right here. The screws actually aren't that rusty. They didn't give up much of a fight after I put a little PP blaster on them and realized they had lock nuts on the bottom. The other ones I'm used to, they're just screwed directly through the metal. They're tapped. This is a little different from what I'm used to. Nonetheless, here's another problem. This whole plate is all one piece, and it goes underneath the fenders. This is the one thing that I hate about these Craftsman tractors. Look where the bolt is. Suckish. I could either sit here for a while with the gear wrench, or I could take it a little longer and pull the whole rear fender pan off. Just to change a steering gear. Now remind you, this is a 1990. The ones I'm normally used to working on are 95 and up. They're not like this. They're so much easier. This is a little harder than what I'm used to, but you know what? I'll get it done. It's just going to take me a little while longer.